Okay, so for this lesson plan, this hypothetical lesson plan, we are looking at something that is near and dear to my heart, and that is not just history, not just pedagogy, not just teaching, but teaching about the Russian Revolution and how to teach the Russian Revolution and what instructional strategies one can use when discussing this important and deep topic. The Russian Revolution, a lot of people think of, started in 1917. However, there was actually a revolution in 1905, and people have been plotting revolution since 1825. And students may not know this. So any student who really wants to learn about the Russian Revolution should start out by talking about Russia, what they know about Russia. So as a teacher, as an instructor about the Russian Revolution, I'm going to start off students with a way to look at the information and assess what is the Russian Revolution and when did it start and but I'm going to ask them first, what do you know about Russia? And what do you know about Russia in the context of Europe? Is it Europe? Is it part of Asia? This is something historians will debate back and forth. And the best way to find out in an anticipatory way what students need to know about a certain topic is to create KWL charts. This is one easy anticipatory set. KWL charts stand for know, what, learned. What do you know? What questions do you have? And then at the end of the lesson, you review the L and you fill out the L part of the lesson. And that is what you learn during the course of a lesson. So I would have students work in small groups they would work individually at first to create the KWL. Then they would work in small groups, sharing the KWL results with each other. Then they would trade their KWLs with another student, and then I would have a class discussion and they would share it with me, the instructor. And this is a way for them to be able to get a basic understanding. And they could raise questions and I would do my best to answer them, or maybe other students would have the answers. And this way the entire class shares questions and answers, and it almost creates like a mini Socratic seminar going on. This wouldn't go on for too long, but it'd be a way for students to work with each other, to know what other students know, and to formulate questions they have, and me as the instructor to answer some of them, especially those connected to the topic at hand. So it would start with me discussing the KWL results to them and them filling out the rest, the L part, because they're already learning something about Russia by having those questions asked, and learning something about the revolution by having those questions asked. Then this is where you want to really look at your technological integration. This is huge for teaching of any kind. I would create a Jamboard, an online poster, rather than just writing on the whiteboard. I could do that, but something that students might like is something online, something that they can access through their laptops, or something that might be easier for them to see and read. My handwriting can be difficult to read, so a Jamboard online poster is clear and easy and can be decorated in a number of ways and color-coded. And this can have key points about the revolutionary timeline starting in 1825 and going all the way to the final revolution in 1917. There were two revolutions in 1917. The later one eventually put the Bolshevik communists in power of Russia, and they created the Soviet Union after the Russian Civil War in 1921. So then I would give the students the essential question, and I would return them to those same groups and have them discuss the essential question and see what they know so far. So you've got a timeline, you've got your KWLs, you have some building knowledge there about what Russia is and about the Russian Revolution, and now you've got this deep essential question that you may not be able to answer even by the end of a lesson. But after that, I would have a slideshow presentation of key events and moments. So this wouldn't be a timeline, but it would be a set of information starting in the 1800s and going all the way through the Bolshevik Revolution and the rise of the Soviet Union and Vladimir Lenin as the dictator of Russia, and key figures, key moments, key ideas. And there will be several points along the way where we would stop and have discussions and questions. Then at the very end, I would give students an exit ticket with a couple of questions based on the slides. They would have a packet of notes where they wouldn't have to write down everything, but they could fill in the blanks about what they were learning with several different key names, key vocabulary, key ideas, things like that. Then they answer these a couple of small short answer writing prompts and the essential question on their own as best they can based off of everything they've learned. They turn it into me, and we have one final discussion to wrap up class and see if we can't answer that essential question. So these are just some of the ways I can create a lesson for the Russian Revolution.